Leadership of the People's Democratic Party has warned members of the Rivers State House of Assembly loyal to the FCT Minister, Nyesom Wike, to desist from actions and utterances capable of disrupting peace and governance in the state. The party, in a statement by its National Publicity Secretary, Debo Ologunagba, counseled the former lawmakers to wake up to the reality that they are no longer members of the Rivers Assembly by virtue of the self-executory provision of Section 109, subsection 1G of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, and as such could not gather or issue any notice to the governor in the capacity of members of Rivers State House of Assembly. The caution from the PDP came against the backdrop of a 7-day ultimatum issued by the lawmakers to Fubara to represent the 2024 budget, which a faction of the House had already passed and signed into law. According to Ologunagba, this action by these individuals seeking to assume the powers of the Rivers House of Assembly is apparently with the intention to cause crisis, undermine and disrupt the democratic and constitutional order in the state in clear violation of Section 1, subsection 2 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. Having irretrievably lost their seats upon their defection from the PDP, the political party platform upon which they were elected into the Rivers State House of Assembly, they cannot enjoy the powers, rights, privileges, recognitions, and obligations of the members of the Rivers State House of Assembly, he said. He continued saying that the PDP therefore charged the Inspector General of Police to note the subversive action of the lawmakers and take immediate action to protect the institution of democracy, peace, and security in Rivers State. Now, Zinami, what is your immediate reaction to this?
My immediate reaction is to this is that the content of the document released is pervasive, is faulty.
What document in this instance?
On the press statement released by Debo Ologunagba. It's pervasive, it's faulty, and it's for me there is no basis for such a statement. Yes. Because you might want to ask me why am I saying so?
Yes.
In the statement, he referred to the Rivers State Assembly members as a former. And he also said by virtue of Section 109...
he said it's self-executory.
Self-executory. No, those two statements alone makes no sense of the position of Ogunagba. We are all Nigerians, and we can actually read the Constitution. You don't need to be a lawyer to read the Constitution, to know what the Constitution is saying. The Constitution is written in black and white and in plain English. And for Ologunagba to take over the position of a judge or a justice or the position of the court is shocking. I don't know if he has moved from the position of a PDP spokesman to being a judge in Nigeria. Because Section 109 sub G is not self-executory. If you go down, you see here it said the speaker shall be the one to take action. If you are defecting, for example, if you are defecting, it is the responsibility of the speaker to look at your reasons for defecting, to declare you vacant. So it is not self-executory. It is the speaker. So the speaker was Martin Samewule. Assuming they defected, the speaker was Martin Samewule. So did Martin Samewule declare anybody's seat vacant? No, that is the point. And that aside, the Court of Appeal just recently asked that all parties should go back to the way they were, even though it was not an issue of defection that the court looked at. But the court said parties should go back to the way they were. So, for me, if you want to declare a seat, if you want to propose somebody to lose his seat, I think you should follow the right steps, and that's by going through the court and making sure that justice is done in that manner.
All right.
So that is my position. And again, he's saying that he's calling Nyesom Wike. What has Nyesom Wike done? I don't think I've heard from Nyesom Wike in the past 1 month or so speaking on issues that concerns Rivers State. So I don't know where he's saying that they should not speak or Nyesom Wike should distract from causing issues. There are no issues that Nyesom Wike is causing. The assembly, recognized by the Federal High Court of Nigeria.
He didn't say that FCT Minister was causing crisis. He's calling on the IGP to stop, according in quotes, the subversive moves of the lawmakers, he's referring to the Martin Samehule, Rivers State House of Assembly, and not the FCT Minister.
He's calling the IGP to stop what? The IGP knows that this, we are operating a system of government whereby each arm of government is said to be independent. You have your own powers as at the anchor of this show. I have my own powers as a guest speaker. And I cannot encroach on your power. You should not encroach on my powers. Although we relate, we are a relationship. That is what it means. Now, so the assembly members, by virtue of the judgment of Justice Omotosho on the 22nd of January, recognized them as the confirmed assembly members and declared everything that was done by Edison Ehie null and void. The Court of Appeal recognized them again and declared everything that was done by Okojombo as null and void. So I don't know where he's calling them from. Okay, if for example, let's take this. Let's say he said they have defected by virtue of their defection, as a public spokesman of the PDP, does he have the letters of these people in his coffers to let it display it to the Nigerian people that these are the letters you sent to the party that you have resigned from the party, so that we know what we are doing. Let us not walk as if we are in a blind or we are in a banana republic.
All right. Joining me on the show again is Ugochukwu Ifeanyichukwu, a political analyst. Good morning, Mr. Ugochukwu, and welcome to Open Conversation.
Choma, good morning, and good morning to my brother guest. And Choma, happy weekend. Happy weekend to Nigerians and Rivers people. Choma, the drama continues in Nigeria. The drama of when you are caught laundering our money and making
before we delve into the drama,
Choma,
hold on, please. We already have a topic that we are already discussing. So I don't want us to delve into something
Nigeria, this is a national television, and yesterday the courts also made a pronouncement, and there was a drama. So we want Nigerian politicians to know that any day, any time, they could have their day in court to account for their stewardship towards the Nigerian citizens. All right,
quickly, your take on the statement by Ologunagba.
Ologunagba, for me, I think it have been a veritable discussion, because I had my brother guest saying that almost in the same line. I think it would have been very apt if my brother was on the opposing side. But be that as it may, Ologunagba is just whipping sentiment. I continue to posit it here, the big masquerade in the house, all those press statements that Ologunagba gave, just dancing around Nyesom Wike. They cannot mention the name of the FCT minister. Is he assuming an opposition? Or is Ologunagba trying to tell us that the PDP national is factionalized? Is he where he should make such a press statement that, making it open that the PDP as a party who has prided itself for having an internal mechanism of resolving her own problem, cannot handle the problem between Nyesom Wike and Fubara, which is now the fallout between the so-called House of Assembly members loyal to the FCT minister. I don't know what that means. And those ones that are pro-Fubara. So this is just to tell you that the internal mechanism of resolving issues in PDP is faulty. And what is that? It is the fact that the PDP national, the members of PDP, don't want to, play by the rules, by, giving honor to whom honor is due, which is Nyesom Wike, who has held the party after the fallout in 2015. And you know that when Ologunagba, where he would have made this statement, and I will give him thumbs up, is during the last 2 months or 3 months when PDP had their next meeting. When you were hearing all over the media, all over the places, just so we could be suspended, the characters of the likes of Iken Guguchi and his cohorts were everywhere singing, and Nyesom Wike will be suspended, the anti-party activity, this and that. But when it came to where men will come and speak, They all fizzled out. They freezed. That was when they would have, in quote, fought for the soul of the party. But who is holding the party? Because before there was a soul, it's a Nyesom Wike, who funded the party, who made sure that 2 national conventions were organized in Rivers State. He bankrolled it. Who made sure that PDP served the needed opposition to APC during the Muhammadu Buhari's administration. All of them, where were they? When Nyesom Wike sticked out his neck to make sure that PDP stood the test of time. And when it came to, when equity will prevail, justice and equity in Nigeria, that the APC understood in time and zoned their presidential ticket to the south.
Very quickly, that's not the meat of the conversation.
See,
we are looking at, hold on, we are looking at Ologodebo Ologunawa, the PDP national spokesperson, coming out to make states, cautioning the Rivers State House of Assembly lawmakers over the 7-day ultimatum given to Governor Simlaye Fubara to represent the budget. Let's dwell within the confines of this
you know, this, you know why I overlapped a little is because let us get the broader picture. Because this is what is playing out. This is where Ologunaba is coming.
The FCT Minister.
Yes.
Ologunaba did not mention the FCT
But
Minister.
that is why,
So
if you had listened to my line of thought, I said that they are dancing around a particular name or a particular person whom they think you could read it from his press statement.
There were issues he
raised.
The first one was the section of defection, the section 109, section 1G being self-executory. That's the first one.
It is not.
So let me list out the concerns so you can address them like the co-guests have done. He went straight to address those issues. So this is one of the issues that he addressed, and he said that they do not have the right and should not be accorded the recognition, the benefits, the obligations and responsibilities and honor due Rivers State House of Assembly members. Now, I am looking at this from another perspective, which I want to ask you. Is the PDP coming out right now? Is Debo Olugunaba speaking from the angle of the rumors around impeachment of the governor? Because if you recall, the House of Assembly members wrote to the governor listing his constitutional breaches and calling on him to do the needful, and also gave him a window of 7 days. And if you recall, in that letter, they called it gross misconduct. And when you look at the constitutional provision for impeachment of a governor, as the case may be, it is gross misconduct, right? So there are concerns around this. Is Debo Olugunaba speaking up? Because now, Governor Simlaye Fubara, at the end of the day, is a PDP governor. And he is the vice chairman of the
PDP Governors Forum.
So this will have a backlash on the party, wouldn't it? Can you
Choma,
dwell a bit on that?
You see that this particular statement that Ologunaba made is one, I see it as someone who is whipping up sentiment. I see it as someone who is an opportunist, because given what is happening in Rivers State, everybody wants to make a name. If you see you can't make an inroute into the other party, you look for where you hibernate. So Ologunaba, who has said that the members of House of Assembly in Rivers State, which are PDP members, has lost their seats. He is assuming the position of the Constitution. He's assuming the position of the Court of Law, where at least the Justice Omotosho judgment on January 22nd, 2003, which stated clearly that Amatin Samuel remains the authentic Speaker of the House, which says that the governor should not interfere in the affairs of the legislatures or nor withhold their funds agreeable to them, and also not go ahead in the demolition or renovation of the house, or for him to be the one that will give them a sitting space, that they will sit within the hallowed chambers and other sundry issues that he touched. And if you're going back to status quo, if they said, okay, maintain status quo, the governor and his camp has not appealed that particular judgment, which also nullified the presentation of the budget. The budget the governor presented in December 2023, they said is null and void by Justice Omotosho, that he should re-present the budget, not even the resolutions that they had with the president, who also directed Mr. Governor to represent. So the governor also fell short when you come to the gross misconduct, because he submitted the names of the commissioners that resigned. So what prevented him from resubmitting the 2024 appropriation bill to the House? So if you look at that and the correspondence that the governor has given them and the appeal court judgment last Friday, you find out that the House of Assembly members are still the authentic members until we hear the ruling of the Supreme Court. So it is that particular section of the Constitution is not self-executory, and no two cases are the same. No two defections, no two intentions can be said to be the same. So it cannot be self-executory. So for him to say it, he's one of the charismatic spokespersons I admire, Damin Ologunaba, but for him to come and take sides in this particular issue, that's not how to resolve an internal issue, because this is a PDP issue. Like my co-panelist said, when you want to resign, you write a letter to your ward chairman, you write to the state, then because of their own level of holding political office, it is now the duty of the ward chairman, where you registered, to fast forward your intention to the state, which will take action and then give you the needed leverage to leave and acknowledge that this person will have acknowledged your resignation letter. And even if you want to come in as a new member, what you're going to do is to reapply. Then in this particular case, they did not write any resignation letter. I mean, the members of the Martin Sameh-led Assembly, they did not. If you go to their ward today, believe you me, you will not see their name in the register of APC in their wards. You will not also see that their names has been cancelled in the registration book of their ward, their PDP ward level in their different wards. So that aside, it is not self-executory, and he has shown that he has taken side. Then when you also come to the other leg of saying that the PDP did not act, the PDP governors and the PDP caucus looked at it as this is gentlemanly agreement issue. When you look at what is causing the political crisis in Rivers State, is issue of betrayal or an agreement gone sour. And you people know where I have posited here that it is only when the gentleman agreement goes sour that you begin to whip up sentiment, calling the people who were not there hitherto when you had the agreement. Now that you people had agreement and it has gone sour, whom do you want to start giving the letters of the agreement? So the PDP governors has no role to play here. This is a state internal party affair. But if Ologunaba has preempted that the governor will be impeached, given on the 7 days ultimatum that the House of Assembly members has given them, they waited until this window when they were not sitting. You recall they have not been sitting until the judgment of the appeal court, and now they have a window. In that window, they have also appealed. In the case that the appeal goes the way of Martin Sameh, the governor knows that he has shot himself on the foot. He has nobody to blame, because having not represented the budget is a gross misconduct and is an impeachable offense. And they also made mention that you have a window that you could take from the considered revenue account, and the 6 months grace has elapsed. In June, Martin Sameh made it clear in the letters he sent to the governor that the windows of grace in which you can deduct from the consolidated revenue account is also elapsed. So you are now, infringing on the constitution of the country that say that you should not spend social amount or above that when the budget is not in view. So what is Ologunaba saying? Then the PDP should go back to the national, ask them what is the meat of this political issue, and then be able to address it. But coming out to be whipping sentiment in the public space will not help them, and is not painting the PDP in a very good light.
All right.
So the moment Ologunaba knows that some of those issues are not safe executory, and no matter the sentiment you whip, no matter how you love the governor, your own is to advise him to do what is needful, so that there will be peace and tranquility, and we return to the round table of new governance involving the legislative arm of the government. Okay. Because you cannot jettison the legislative arm and you want to govern the state by fiat.